Hey again, it's me. So excited and grateful to be back here with you. Today's video is going to touch base on the prior video that I made this week about fear. And I wanted to touch base on that again because sometimes it's really hard to get out of that fear-based mind and to really settle into like being comfortable trying new things or like even like making that first action step. For some of you, I know that you might be struggling with actually stepping forth and putting some action in so that you can jump into the next space that you're trying to get into. So my intention for this video is that whomever may be struggling with taking action or just realizing that they might be falling off the wagon per se, this is a good video, and I hope that you find this video for that exact reason. So some of you, I'm hearing that it's really important that you need to be vulnerable right now. And I know it's a little bit off topic from the fear-based thing, but I'm really working on doing these intuitive messages, bringing you something that Source is telling me to bring to you instead of doing this from my ego. So I'm feeling and hearing that vulnerability is really important right now. And with that vulnerability, it doesn't mean like to other people or to those close to you. It means vulnerability with yourself, being able to like recognize your own cycles, your own patterns, the things that keep you maybe stuck doing the same thing over and over again, or dating the same person, or you know, just year after year finding yourself in the same situations. Get vulnerable, get real with yourself, and figure out what is it that you're overlooking. Are you being complacent in some place? Are you not actually taking accountability where you can? And is that leaving you with a lack of energy towards that situation that you might be finding yourself in? So take a look. Is it time for you to do something different? And if you're having a hard time doing something different, then this video is perfect for you, because in this video, I'm going to show you and tell you how and what works for me and why. Because these things don't just work when we're working with the mind. The mind is not something that can be like willed into working for you. You have to work with it slowly and malleably, use it and work it in a way that allows it to work for you. It can't be forced, okay? So, sorry, that was like a lot of words, I know. That was very wordy. So, anyways, fear, the reason why it can take over sometimes is because there's this little almond-shaped guy in your mind, in the limbic system, actually. And this little guy is testing your environment every like 20 minutes to see if you're under attack, basically. And if you're continuously having this little guy, the amygdala, go off inside of you as stress, it's going to create these different types of safety, security mode, like lighting up inside of you. So if you're always under stress, or if you've gone through some super hard trauma in your life, which I know a lot of us, a lot of you, a lot of all of us have, it's like important to recognize that every 20 minutes your body checks for that. And if you're being triggered all the time, then you could be somebody who is constantly putting themselves in more and more stress and not even realizing why. It could just be a trigger that's happening because of the things within the mind that have happened prior to what's going on now. Or it could actually be things that are going on in your environment, because that's actually what's being tested, is the environment, because of the amygdala's job. That's what it does. It tests the environment. So being vulnerable with ourselves, being real with ourselves, knowing that the amygdala is testing our environment every 20 minutes for stress. Are we under stress? Are we under stress? Or are we good? Are we under stress? Or are we good? So when we're constantly under stress, and that's always like high acting, it can keep us in these, you know, these modes, as I was saying. to get out of that mode is hard. And you have to create a window, per se, for yourself. So creating this window is where you're going to find some freedom from this fight, flight, or freeze mode. And I just read today something about a fawn mode, which I'm not really quite sure about yet, but I'll probably be touching base on that soon. So when we find ourselves in this freeze mode or flight mode, a good way to start getting out of that is to start celebrating. And I'm not like talking about having a party or anything, but like celebrate yourself and your small victories. Celebrate you and celebrate like getting up in the morning, making your bed. Celebrate getting your dishes done. Celebrate brushing your teeth, taking a shower. Celebrate going to the gym. Celebrate every single moment, especially the ones where you show up and you didn't want to show up in the beginning. Those are the moments that count the most. And then make it so over the top and so exciting. Like, what? I just made this video. Heck yeah, I just made this video. You better believe it. And, you know, pat yourself on the back, get it done. And then like celebrate it. And then guess what? The brain is like, oh, they're celebrating. They must not be afraid of what's going on over here. So what happens is like you're tricking the brain to show up in a different way, which cancels out the negative thinking and the negative override that's taking over, because the limbic system takes over before like even our logical system can take over. So working with it and learning how to kind of make it work for us is important so that we can learn how to show up in a different way and find happiness and joy and creativity in our lives, rather than feeling stuck under this rock and like you can't get out or get unstuck. It's so hard when you're there. And I understand some of you might be there right now and you might be thinking like, this sounds silly, but I promise you, like, sorry, I don't like that word. But I give you my word, if you try it, that you will have some success. And the next thing that helped me, I hope you also can find some help within, was not trying to like overload myself. If I had a bad day and I couldn't get out of bed until like 11, it wasn't like, oh, well, I missed out on doing my meditations and yoga and writing and all these other things that I would love to do every morning. And instead of like beating myself up over it, I would be grateful that I got up out of bed. And that's it. And then I would make sure I chose one thing only, just one. Like one thing that was my intention to get done for the day. If it was like making my bed, then that was all I could handle for the day, then, pardon me, excuse me. If that was the only thing that I did for that day, and that's all I could make it through, then I congratulated myself and I celebrated that. And then eventually I was able to do 2 things and then 3 things. And now I'm able to have a little bit of a routine. And on top of that routine, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. And this message here is to tell you that you can also do this. If I can do this, I know that you can also do this. If I can make this video and post this on YouTube and step out of my comfort zone and not care, but once upon a time I did, I know you can too. It's too easy to celebrate yourself and do one thing a day. To celebrate that one thing and then eventually move into 2. And I believe in you. I don't even know who you are or who needs this message, but I've needed these messages before. And I hope that this message finds who is ever needing that little push, or however it is that you need to move out of your own way. I hope this video can help you do that. And I guess that's all I have for today. There's nothing else coming through in my mind and in my heart. So stay strong, stay true, stay passionate, and most importantly, stay you. Namaste.